Man, that's a lot of powder. .30-06 John here, and today what we're going to be doing is reloading the 300 Remington Ultra Mag using Winchester's StaBall HD ball powder. Keep on watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. The 300 Remington Ultra Mag was introduced in 1999. It was one of the first modern magnums that didn't use a belt. The overall length of the cartridge is 3.6 inches, so you can't chamber this in a rifle that's chambered for like a .30-06 or 300 Win Mag. It needs a longer action, something that you would chamber like a 375 H&H in. Winchester's StaBall HD was introduced, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It is a ball powder. It is made in the USA. It's used for 6.5 PRC, 7mm Rem Mag, Ultra Mag, 300 PRC, and many more. This is my first attempt at using it at the 300 Remington Ultra Mag. Of course, it delivers here increased velocity. It is temperature and sensitivity. Reduces copper fouling, and since it is a ball powder, it has precise metering. Certainly much more accurate than most extruded type powders. Looking at the powder, it is, let's see what's focus on, yeah. It is a ball powder. Load data comes from the Hodgdon 2025 Annual Manual of Reloading. I'll be using Nosler AccuBond 180 grain bullets. The brass I'll be using is Remington brass. I've used this stuff for multiple firings. Seems to haven't have too many problems with it. I probably trimmed it a few firings back, but this brass has been very good for me. I'll be using also Remington 9.5M Magnum rifle primers. Here's a couple of the loaded rounds. The rifle I'll be using is my Remington Model 700 Sendero. Stainless steel, has a fiberglass stock. I think this is a Macmillan stock. The first year or two that they made this rifle, I think it came with the Macmillan stock. I adjusted the trigger, sort of light. Also, I have a Leopold military scope on here. This is a Very X3, 3.5 to 10, long range, M1 turrets, military scope. I've had this scope on the rifle ever since I put this together. This whole setup, I've taken a lot of caribou with it. .32-45. Back from the range. Here's my target. Shot at 100 yards. Remington Sendero with my scope on it. Load was 180 grain AccuBonds with StaBall HD. Remington 9.5 Magnum primer. Cartridge overall length of 3.60 inches. My brass was Remington Peters or Remington brass that I've used multiple times. My first load, I started mild at 91.2 grains. Shot okay. I didn't chronograph it at all yet. Then I bumped it up one more grain to 92.2 grains. It seems like these loads want to shoot. I always have two touching and one a little bit away from it. Looked like it was shooting okay. Bumped up to 93.2. I did chronograph a couple of these shots. My group seems to, get a little bit bigger. My velocity was pretty faster, 3,262 feet per second. I only shot 2 to get an average. I don't like to put a lot of rounds with this gun. It just wears out the barrel faster. Then I bumped up to 1 more grain. Really made the group a lot smaller there, 94.2 grains of powder. 3 shots were all touching right here. I was aiming right here. This is my first group at 91.2. This is my final group, 94.2. Velocity, my chronograph was starting to act up a little bit. A lot of muzzle blasts. I think that screwed up one of the readings. But I'm thinking the velocity is probably about 3,300 feet per second. So that's zipping along there pretty good. It's doubly good that I have a 3-shot, 1 whole group right there. So I'm going to have to experiment more with this powder for the 300 Ultra Mag there. Find its sweet spot. This is just my first load testing with it. Seems to be pretty good. But I'll do some more work and see if I get it a little bit more accurate, maybe a better velocity also. If you're loading for a high velocity Magnum round, can't find your favorite powder, look in the Hodgdon load data and see if StaBall HD will work for you. It is available on the shelves. A lot of times you'll see it on the shelf. A lot of people don't use it because it's not their favorite powder or they don't know what it's used for. But I've used it in the 300 Ultra Mag and my 7mm Rem Mag. That's all that I have for today. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Everyone stay safe and have a nice day.